The headlines. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Demeke Mekonnen said Ethiopia is focusing on the quality and accessibility of education. Hello and welcome to this news hour. I'm Daniel Kasahun with the news. Ethiopia's Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs Demeke Mekonnen said the country is focusing on the quality and accessibility of education. The Deputy Prime Minister said this when he participated in the conference on African Human Resource Development and Capital, which is being held in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. The conference has also discussed the need to invest more in youth education and productivity. Addressing the event, Demeke said that Africa has reached a time when it should work more than ever for human resource development and pointed out that Ethiopia is working towards this. The Deputy Prime Minister, who stated that education plays a key role in the development of human capital, said that the Ethiopian government is working to ensure access and quality of education. The Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of Foreign Affairs also made an agreement for the support of $405 million from the World Bank to help Ethiopia develop its human resources. On the sidelines of the conference, Mr. Demeke met with the presidents of Malawi and Sierra Leone and discussed on the agenda of the conference and other bilateral issues. You are watching at this news hour. The president of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, says Russia will remain a true friend to Africa in the face of diverse challenges. The two-day-long second Russia-Africa summit has concluded. He made the remarks while exclusively addressing journalists drawn from Africa. Our staff reporter, Farao Lako, was there for us and sent us the following report.
The second Russia-Africa Summit Economic and Humanitarian Forum has been going on for 2 consecutive days here in St. Petersburg, one of the great cities of the Russian Federation, with leaders, heads of state, delegations, and representatives from virtually every country on the continent of Africa taking part in this 2-day event. A huge number of journalists have also been part of this great summit, covering the event in different formats. At the end of the summit, the Russian Federation President Vladimir Putin has taken some time to address the journalists when it comes to matters of mutual interests.
Naturally, we also plan to help African partners to strengthen their national healthcare systems, to improve their resilience, technical capacity, effectiveness, and efficiency in their fight against epidemics. For that, we are launching a large-scale aid program to African countries to fight communicable diseases till 2026, totaling 1.2 billion rubles. Once again, I'd like to highlight that Russia is sincerely trying to build truly strategic, multifaceted partnership with Africa, and we see the same sentiment to act together, hand in hand, reciprocated by our African friends. Thank you.
Also briefing journalists along with the Russian president, the president of the Union of the Comoros, also the chairperson of the African Union, Azali Assoumani, has stressed that Russia is a true friend of Africa that has stood by African nations in times of trouble.
I would like to mention the great ambience that has been put into place in order to make sure the summit is a success, and I would like to offer my congratulations to you, Mr. President, because all the decisions that you have taken, you've made, you're not going to regret them, because we have managed to secure great success, not just for the President of the Russian Federation, who has invited us, but also it is a success for African countries, because if Russia is the winner, then everyone is the winner. Starting from yesterday's evening, we've been engaged in discussions. We've spoken and have had conversations today. We have offered our thanks. We have spoken about the long-standing relations between our countries and Russia. They've been there for decades, and we know that it is during the most difficult times when you know who your true friends are. And Russia stood with us during the most difficult times, during the times of slavery or during the times of apartheid. Russia has always been helping us. It was one of the first countries to provide its help with fighting against colonialism, apartheid and slavery. So for many centuries we've had good relations.
A number of decisions have already been passed, all aimed at reinforcing the bilateral and multilateral ties between Russia and the continent of Africa. The fact that the Russian president has taken time to discuss issues of mutual interest with the journalists will have huge implications and huge message to get across. Reporting for EBC, Shifra Ulako from St. Petersburg, Russia.
Welcome to the land of origins. Commercial Bank of Ethiopia is pleased to serve all your traveler banking needs. If you have money from any of these 16 countries, you can convert it to local currency by visiting our nearest branch. Alternatively, our secure Forex ATMs accept cash exchange, or if you prefer using your cards, we've partnered with Visa, MasterCard, and UnionPay so that you can withdraw cash from our local ATMs or make cashless transactions at thousands of local POS partners securely and with confidence. We are linked with more than 700 global banks through our direct SWIFT address, CBE Theta. We also work with 16 international money transfer agents, out of which Tune and WorldRemit enable you to make direct deposits into our savings and current accounts or our popular CBE Birr mobile wallet. Commercial Bank of Ethiopia, the bank you can always rely on.
አንድ ሰው ቆርኪ ገደለ ሰው አንድ ሰው ገደለ እንደገደለ ነው እኛ ሰው አዋጅ ተሰጥቶ ይሄ
ቆርኪዎች ቁጥር ከ70 በታች የነበረው አሁን ላይ ከ800 በላይ ቆርኪዎች አሉ።
Welcome back. This is the Business Hour. The new World Bank President Ajay Banga is set to visit Ethiopia this week, starting July 31st. This is the next step of a global tour that is at the center of a mission to write a new playbook for the 78-year-old institution, according to the information from the bank. Identifying opportunities to create jobs for young people and women will be a focus of the trip. Banga will visit textile and shoe manufacturing facilities, malt production operations with ties to local farmers, and meet with women small business owners. Also, Banga will convene a meeting with CEOs and business leaders as part of a broader effort to increase private sector investment. It's also stated that during his time in Addis Ababa, Banga will meet government officials including Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed, Minister of Finance Ahmed Shide, and Mamo Muratu, Governor of the National Bank of Ethiopia. He will also meet with Musa Faki Mahamat, the African Union Commission chairperson, to discuss ways to strengthen partnership and collaboration between the World Bank and the African Union. Ethiopia's Minister of Trade and Regional Integration, Gebremasqel Chala, and his delegation conferred with Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Director General of the World Trade Organization, in Geneva, Switzerland. During their meeting, the Director General welcomed the Minister and discussed about challenges and opportunities of the process of Ethiopia's accession as a member of the WTO. Gebremasqel Chala, also chief negotiator of Ethiopia to the World Trade Organization, thanked Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala for her support to Ethiopia, assuring her of his government's commitment to resume the quest for WTO accession. He also reiterated a readiness to move forward to finalize the process. The WTO Director General, for her part, appreciated the resumption of Ethiopia's accession process to the WTO. She informed the delegation that WTO will avail the necessary technical assistance to expedite the process. It stated that this discussion is a big boost for Ethiopia's accession to the World Trade Organization, WTO. Just to remind you the headline. Ethiopia's Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Demeke said Ethiopia is focusing on the quality and accessibility of education. That's all for the edition. Thank you for your company. Goodbye.